remember the slides. I can contribute as much as I can, but I would like to just overview the major projects in Jeddah, which is going to change the whole, public transportation system in Jeddah, and it's a challenging project. It's called Metro Jeddah. And what does Metro stands for? It's a city, not metro as only a train or LRT. No, it stands for a city, metropolitan, in other words. Okay. So to start with, the Metro Jeddah is a multimodal project. What I mean by multimodal involves, light rail as means of public transport, and also commuter trains, plus a minimum of 1,000 BRT. What BRT stands for? It's bus rapid transit, like quality buses. Plus, we're going to look at cycling and walking, plus parking control, in addition to river taxi, marine taxi. Okay, what is river taxi? It's a smaller version like hovercraft, which crosses both sides of Upper Creek. And the marine taxi is a bigger type of vessel, which bring people from North Jeddah, like from Yongo, from Medina, from Tabuk to Jeddah. Also, people lives in the south of the Red Sea to Jeddah. I'm talking about Gulpada or further field. Okay, but you will see some slides very, very interesting. You can see here what we are suffering from at the moment. A lot of congestion. If you want to go to work, you are delayed, and this is not good for the environment. This is not good for the people, driver behavior, because they get frustrated, and then this frustration end up with accidents because people get impatient. So the more consumption for fuel, more consumption for the cooling gases, which all affects the ozone, and this has an impact on on our environment. So that's why the way forward, we decided to have a good, reliable public transport. Again, you can see how much space the traffic takes. Everyone, if you go on, in the morning and stand by, one of the roads in Jeddah, the busiest road, like Medina, okay, you will see every person is driving one car, and if you get rid of all of these cars, which is about 40, it's going to be equivalent to one bus, and that is saving for the space, saving for the environment, and you get to your office or your destination quickly. Of course, this is the summary of the Jeddah Transportation Master Plan, and particularly for the public transport, which is produced by one of the international consultants, which dealt with not all modes of transport, only on the light rail, plus buses, plus I think tramway. Not all the modes. Now we are thinking further to have a more complicated system which can serve everybody and will be very effective. you can see what the public transport means. Means cars, means buses, means cyclists, means taxis, means logistics, transferring goods by train, and also it links with airports, ports, everything inclusive. So it's not just one entity here. These are the proposed 3 lines of the light rail. You can see the blue line, the orange line, and the green line. But effectively, this is going to be subject to further refinement. Okay, this is like initial assessment. But within 1 year, things might change, things might be expanded. But just to give you a flavor, the number of stations, see the circles? This means how many stations along this corridor, the blue corridor. And effectively, this level of details, show you that how much traffic can be transferred from roads to rail to get to your own destination happily without suffering the pain of the congestion every day, which is everybody talks about it, everybody suffers from it. As part of this scheme, there will be commuter trains, faster than the light rail. Commuter trains which links north of the Jeddah, which is from Thul to Jeddah, from Jeddah to Buhra, from Jeddah to South Jeddah, means further down, borders with neighboring governments. And this is very challenging. So these are details of light rails. You see the length of them, number of stations, and the routes. It's all in Arabic, so you can read it. So 3 lines, as I said, orange, blue, and green line. This shows also the BRT, bus rapid transit. It's going to be, we are talking about having double deckers. The lower level will be for ladies and the top level will be for men. So segregated totally, air conditioned, and also cater for disabled people. Because they are users, they are human beings, we have to look after them. And everybody in the future is going to be disabled one day, and he cannot walk. So care should be made for those people. So you see that these routes, they operate on the main corridors, plus for a narrower street, we're going to use feeder buses, take you from major street to your home, direct, or walking distance from your home. So we thought about all these things for you. So when you leave home, you want to go to the destination, you program your timing, where to go, and you reach your destination in a reasonable time, without delays. Also, the project will deal with the corniche tram, which is about 38 kilometers and consists around 40 stations. So people, they will see the difference in the near future about how good the system, how it will be integrated. It's going to be a seamless journey for you. You don't want to use your car, park your car, because all the parking will be controlled in the future. So you pay fees to discourage you using your car and switch to a public transport, which is the way forward. To cater for the rapid growth in population in Jeddah. And these are I talked about the river taxi and marine taxi. So these are the stations, proposed stations, but it's not finalized yet, but just give you flavor what we are talking about. Okay, so the river taxi is going to be like very nice vessels, they're called hovercraft. They float on the surface and they take you from A to B in a very short period of time. And the station along the sea is going to be stations linked with places from North Jeddah and South Jeddah. They're called marine taxi. So I'm showing you some images about the type of vehicles. Not necessarily it's going to be similar to this one, but just give you a flavor. This type of feeder buses, which takes you from home to the main bus corridors, on the main corridor, like to Medina Road, to Hira, to Sari, to King Fahad, okay? Smaller buses. And then see the likelihood of the tram link along Corniche is going to be similar to this type of vehicles. And of course, these vehicles will run not with cables, they're going to be run with power fed from the railways itself, in order to avoid ugly shapes of these cables and intrusion, impact. This type of vessel, boats, which runs over along the sea, Red Sea corridor, and this is like commuter trains. What I was talking about is faster than the LRT. There are some challenges, and these challenges are written in Arabic for you. If you can have a little bit of a glance, maybe a few minutes, see what challenges we're going to face to deliver this type of complex project. But we are determined. This project initiated by the royal decree, and the details are as it is. Also, I would like you to read it. Give me one more minute. This is the suggestion. Another suggestion. position 3. This is the structure where Jeddah Metro fits within the structure. This is an image of the upper bridge, because this study also, as one package, will involve upper bridge. Why? Because the trains will, so the metro or the LRT will link the city of Jeddah to the 1 mile tower. That's at the moment, it's going to be under construction. Okay? So, and further afield, you can see this an image of the upper bridge, and it is the widest bridge in the world. Widest bridge in the world, and it will have dual carriageway for the traffic and 2 ways for LRT. And wide footpath and maybe cycleways. This again, preliminary study being carried out, but is subject to more improvement. So we need to encourage people to walk. Okay, not just to use trains, to walk. Okay, to lose weight as well. Like me. And this is the cross section of the metro. In some places, not everywhere, in some places, you can see sharing the right of way with vehicles, with service road. See some nice architectural designs, which we think that is going to be much better than Dubai or anywhere else. The latest technology we're going to bring to Jeddah. We're going to make Jeddah a place, you know, it's like a benchmark in the whole world. So it's going to be a very successful project as far as we're concerned, and we're going to put a lot of attention to make it work better to everyone. And we're going to compete, of course. Our approach is going to be better than Riyadh and better than anywhere else in the kingdom. It's going to be the most sophisticated system here. These are views inside the station concourse. So we need people to, when they use the trains, we need them to relax, to create an environmentally friendly space for them, and well lit. And you can see, we'd like to encourage. That's why if we don't have, a very attractive, system, then people they won't use it. So once we implement something very attractive, people they will think once, why should I drive by car, okay, every day, and there is this type of facility available? Why? Of course they would, and particularly the price will be attractive and hassle-free at the end of the day. This type of station platform, see the facility, the signage, everything, and also that's why I think included at the beginning. I said we would like to have facility for disabled people, okay, because they are human beings and they are part of the society. We have to take care of them. This is images about the type of BRT, and you see the images of the stations on the road, trying to look at greening the Jeddah, make a lot of nice landscape, to attract people to use the public transport successfully. And also it's going to be air conditioned. I mean, this is not applicable because most of the waiting stations for buses is going to be air conditioned. And there will be a facility that you don't need when you get on the bus or the train, you have to purchase your ticket before you get on, because this will reduce the delays, you know, to get on the buses. Okay, and so you have like a smart card. You buy for 1 week worth of fares. You put it in your card, and you just zip it when you enter the train or the bus or whatever. Okay, maybe you have one travel card. You can use it everywhere. And of course, at the moment, you know, it needs publicity well ahead to tell people, and there will be people assisting, you know, passengers when things start implementing. And see that screen over there, they call it real time, the screen with the red. That tells you the second train will come at this time, okay? So it gives you assurance that the train will come, okay? And also you see there's a map. If anybody comes to this station, we want to go elsewhere, you will read the map. Oh, I want to go from this to this. Which train I can catch? Which station I should get off? All these things. It's all available on the station or bus stop. This is a good example of interchangeability between different modes of transport. I'm talking about people coming from North Jeddah, okay, by marine taxi. They get off. They want to take a bus, they go by bus. They walk across, they can take a train. All at surface. There is no need to go up and down, up and down. Everything well signed, okay? Or some of the ships comes, drop something like goods, then trucks can take it straight and go elsewhere. And this will effectively reduce traffic congestion, because of the number of heavy goods, lorries in Jeddah is phenomenal, and we will get rid of them, inshallah, soon. So people, you can see people walking, see people coming by bus, so it's a very nice environment. Thank you. Any questions?
Just want to ask you on the bus shelters. They have glass covering the people, which is not an ideal.
Yeah, that's all. It's preliminary, okay? We are not saying it's fixed, but to give you an idea.
People go waste in the hot climate.
Yeah, but it will be air conditioned.
Air conditioned.
Yes. We know about that.
About the commuter, you said it will be about the commuter, which will be connected central of Jeddah to the north and south.
Commuter trains, yes.
This will be driverless or will be?
Well, actually, the LRT will be driverless, but the commuter trains could be driverless or without. No, it cannot be, because it's a long distance.
Long distance.
Yes.
So there is no final decision for these technical details yet?
No, we will get the details, I think, when we appoint the right consultant, because they have to review all the designs, and we need to have the latest technology in the world. If there is driverless, and it will be controlled by central station, why not?
Another thing, you know, such this huge project, it needs a political decision for this. The decision is already taken or not yet?
We have already on board people who do the operation. Okay, the major operator in the world. I don't want to mention names, please, because it's confidential. I have to respect the confidentiality.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You mentioned there is some coordination with the other ministries. How strong is this coordination? Because it's very important to have this coordination with the police, traffic
Yes.
departments.
That's a good point. The thing is, I didn't mention to you that there is a Jeddah transportation master plan started last year, and this is to do with the modeling of the whole system in Jeddah. This has not been completed yet, but we have engaged from day one all the stakeholders from around 35 organizations in the kingdom, starting from Minister of Transportation to even Saudi Post. Okay, so effectively we have engaged a range of influential type of stakeholders. So 35 is not, it's a huge amount of people. So effectively we deal with every single stakeholders, and also with the port authority, with the airport authority, with Ministry of Statistics, Ministry of Hajj, just name it. We have engaged them from day one.
It's very good, strong coordination with all of these, or some like...
No strong coordination, because they are the people who are going to say something. Are you happy with this? Not happy? Sometimes you need to guide them, okay? Because they don't understand that complexity of the whole situation. But we are open to discussions here.
The other question is how are you going to market this public transportation to the public? Because our lifestyle is built on, using everybody here is just going, is used to drive his car and get to his destination. How are you going to market this?
There will be a team dedicated for the PR. You know what PR? It's marketing, okay? Publicity. They will come up with a lot of slogan, a lot of marketing materials, and also options how to use it. There will be a lot of things because we are at early stages of the project, but everything will be taken on board. You will see it's the organization is huge. I think they are talking about a minimum of 1,500 experts. So it's not one.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, thank you very much for this book and easy presentation. Second, I have only one advice for you. Regarding to the master plan, transportation master plan, I need to advise you that we already have another project, big project here, King Abdulaziz International Airport. You didn't include the master plan for this huge project,
Of course.
during your presentation.
Yes.
So I advise you to make update for this presentation. This
Yeah.
number one. Okay.
Yeah, because thing is, I didn't put these things because if something is confidential at this stage, I cannot publicize it. So I respect the stakeholders.
You know, by Google Earth, you can see everything now. You can see all the stages
No,
of this
but-
huge project.
But I know, but you know the latest plan? No, you don't know the latest plan. What you see on the Google Earth, does it show you the final stage? I have it. I have all information.
Yes.
I cannot. I have to respect the will of our stakeholders.
Yes, my point here will be this huge project and the landscape around this project and the transportation between the, I don't know what's new bridges here and there may be affect your transportation plan.
It's all be considered within the Jeddah Transportation Master Plan.
It's coordinated between your project and the international airport project.
If one day you come to me, to the Jeddah municipality, I show you a plan I developed, goes as far as the 7 modern industrial states.
Yes.
What's the plan for the future? And you see a master plan covers everything.
Good.
So we didn't miss anything because we have to talk with each other.
Yes.
If we don't want to do a forecast, then the system will fail. No, we are against this.
Yes, this is a good idea. Another question I need to ask you regarding to the phases for this project. It will be one phase or more?
One stage.
One stage, one phase.
That's it.
7 years.
Not like Riyadh.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
Because we are concerned about delivery. We have one entity here, one entity there, okay? We deal with. We don't want to deal with many people and fragmented type of organization. No, one. And that's why I said it's part of one of the challenges.
One stage, one phase,
One phase. That's
7
it.
years.
7 years. Go ahead. That's it.
Okay.
Finished.
Good.
I mean, today, the Ministry of Transport came to visit us, and we said that.
Yes.
And they said, that's a good idea. I said, why you didn't thought about it in Riyadh?
Yes. As you present here, the decision taken maybe 1 month before. It means that up till now we haven't any main contractor for this huge project. Correct?
Because we are, I mean, the authority formed very, very recently. So give us a time.
Yes. Okay. Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you very much for Dr. Salman.